Right. Welcome to this session where I will try to improve my script. So there is a script with RPC calls that kind of works now. And I want to try serializing and then deserializing. Like this, yeah. Well, can I call it, do I need to call it like this perhaps? Position, data position. No, this is not, this is gonna have to be like that. Yeah. Let's see. Print from client. Okay, let's try this. Let's try to print information. So we need to send that information. We need to serialize it from the server. What should dynamic objects look like? Name, object type, serialized, player instance, dot RPC serialize. And then here we should be able to print object dot serialized. Why am I receiving a 0 position here? Is it like a global position I need? Like if we check the debugger on session for player 1, and we check its position, well, it's not 0. Oh, wait. So this gets done when we pass it. Wait, we should probably serialize it. When we send it. Because this is just on creation. Of course it's going to be 0. Dynamic objects serialized equals now we don't have the instance though. Damn it. Okay, maybe I just put the instance actually. But I need the name, but the name I can get. Instance. Player instance. Probably need a function to like send this as serialized. Func and as serialized. Dynamic object. Get make object serialized dynamic object. All right. Do. Bar serialized dictionary. Name dynamic object dot instance dot name and a string object type is dynamic object dot object type. And here we should add the maybe we can call it like serialized properties. dynamic object dot instance dot RPC. What was it called? RPC serialize. We can just return this actually. So then we can do here. Yeah, now we can't send all of the dynamic objects. Right, we need to do for object in dynamic objects var ser list ser list dot append Why does this not work? Oh yeah, not called dynamic objects anymore. Return serialized list. Ser dynamic objects. Dynamic objects. This should give us a real-time data or a updated serialization on the time of joining. Join game. Serialize doesn't exist, yeah. Ser underscore properties. Yeah. So we do actually get properties now. That's cool. Next thing there would be to deserialize that on the client side and then send more updates. So I need to find that object under main game. main game player node equals get node object dot name player node dot position equals object dot serialized properties. No, actually, player node dot RPC deserialize. Object.ser properties. That is how it should work. Let's see if that works. That would be amazing. Yeah, it does. It actually does. Now, of course, there's no more updates coming in, but that actually came in. Holy shit. And then we can just add on more stuff here, I think. Now when we have it set up. So we can have like, I think rotation is one. Let's see. I think the best way actually to check that is just to start it up again post game. And we move this and we can check remote. So yeah, we have rotation. It's a big one. Rotation, rotation. And then we just do rotation equals data dot rotation. Now we just need to set this up a bit. More information, more regular updates. Maybe set up some tick system. Yeah, look, it works. Damn, nice. This doesn't have to be an RPC call. Let me save this. Git commit. Set there. Works for simple stuff now. And then sending, yeah, this is going to be cool. Let's see, how can I send an update again? Because there needs to come a regular flow of updates. Let's set a tick timer of like 0.5 seconds for now. Var tick timer equals 0.5. And then we can do that here. So every tick. Tick timer. Time since last tick equals 0.0. Time since last tick plus equal delta if time since last tick is greater than or equal to tick timer, then run tick. And then set time since last tick to 0.0. Oops. Func tick print tick. Oh, it needs to be multiplayer. This needs to be... This needs to be... This is all the multiplayer host. So if multiplayer dot... What was it called? Is server? Yeah. That looks good. So now, instead of doing this on player joining on peer connected, we just send it out all the time. Doesn't have to be a specific ID this time, actually. Let's see how this goes. Wait. What happened there? What? Did it send to itself? Any peer. It should be authority there. Call remote maybe. So it doesn't call it on itself. Yeah. I just keep spawning these players. But look, it actually gets the updates when I move. Nice. Wait. Let's check, by the way, what happened there. Let's look at the remote to see what this looks like. Host. But this is cool. It kind of works. Remote. Okay, so it just keeps spawning stuff. And this is reasonable. It gets a player, player 1, and then itself. Spawning player character for peer ID. It's so... Wait, yeah, this is not working. We need to do this. If on the main game, if not get node, if not main game dot get node. Now that should work. Wait, what happened there? Okay, so it actually can move around its own player now. But now it's not getting any updates anymore. Because it only gives the updates if it also spawned it. So... that should do it. Yeah. Ah, look! This actually kind of works, because we're trying to move the character, but then the server is saying, no, you didn't move your character, it's actually standing here. That's cool, actually. So now we need to fix... Okay, this is awesome. Let's save this also. I don't know why I closed the terminal. More ticks and updates. Kind of works now. Now, very simple. Okay, I want to give the camera should only be spawned. Or maybe that's a different problem. I kind of want to fix the camera or fix the input from the joining player. Okay, so now that kind of works. So send movement instructions from client to server and give the joining client its own camera. So I think what needs to be done here is on player. We have this thing where it's like, if not, it's multiplayer authority. We need to do the same. To spawn a camera. If is multiplayer authority, spawn camera if the player is multi-authority. Save branch as a scene. Player camera. Does it still work when I rename it like this? Oh, it's gonna fail here. Yeah, still works. Good. Save as a scene. Scenes. Characters, I guess, player camera, save. And then we delete that. Oops. Delete. And then let's check, how do we add stuff again? Add child. All right, so we do this instantiate. Child camera instance. Camera scene. Res. Camera instance. Wait. Indent, yeah, of course. Characters, player camera. So now we should only add a camera if you are the multiplayer authority, which makes sense. So only your own player has it. Host. Join. Yeah. I don't know why it spawned there, but it works. This is so cool. I mean, the ticks look bad. We need to do some tick management so that it kind of moves in between, but oh my god, it actually works. Holy shit. This is exciting. So now it has its own camera. Yeah. Joining player has its own camera now. Movement instructions. Let's go. Here we need to do some RPC calls. So we need to split out the logic here. Hey, Busy Bandit. Thank you, man. Thank you. Yeah, that was so cool. Like the feeling of actually getting it to work is it's pretty amazing. It's very simple code, but yeah, I think I'm starting to grok the concept. So, func server, should I call it server movement? Logic. Authority movement logic. This is kind of what we need to send, I think. The result. Of our click. Let's print the result. What does it look like? I think I can do that without... Oh yeah. Without multiplayer, just to check. Post game. Yeah, we get a lot of information here. So we get a position, normal, collider. Wonder how much of that information we can pass on. Collider ID. I wonder if they are shared. Probably not. Actually, let's connect them. Both. Just need to remove some printing here. This is the main culprit, I think, for spamming the output. All right, so if I, with the main thing, press the goblin, what do we get? And if I, with the player, do that, yeah, they don't have the same IDs. So we need something else. Can I enforce that somehow? When I create the objects, maybe? Need to think about this interface. This feels within reach now, at least. Like, this doesn't feel impossible. I think I need... I have an idea of what I need to do to make this work. But we can spawn the click markers and everything. That should be instant for like the best player experience. That should not have to come from the server. But at the end here we can do authority. No, wait. This is where an RPC call has to happen. To the host. Any peer. Authority, movement, logic. And then we send it to RPC ID 1. And then we send... We need to transform the result. So we need to serialize and deserialize the result as well. Func RPC serialize click result. Result return. Func RPC deserialize. Result data. And then we do RPC serialize click result result. Ah, damn it. I feel my sessions are too short for this complex subject. But that was good progress, but I kind of want to continue for another hour to get this click to work. Morning, RBN. Det går bra, det går bra. It's going well. I just got can show you. I have to leave in a minute, but I can show you. So kind of got a tick system set up with like every 0.5 seconds, the server sends all the player information to all the clients. So let's see here. I move there, I join. This player has its own camera now. It didn't before. Now when I move this guy around, you see like it's actually getting these signals of this guy moving. And then next thing I want to make happen is like there is no signal sent from the client to the server now. But the server tells us that no, you're actually not moving, you're standing here. So it's like coming back all the time. So I mean, it works. It works as it has been set up. I just need to now, next step is to send whenever your player clicks somewhere, to serialize that, send it to the server, run the movement logic on the server. deserialize the input, run the movement logic on the server, and that should automatically be sent back to the player. Thank you, man. Thank you. Yeah, it's really fun, actually. I think, yeah, I got some good advice here in the chat to check the documentation instead of using the chatbots, and that was actually a big improvement, because now I kind of understand. It's not, yeah, it's been fun. It's like a way of thinking about it. Kind of need to understand what the hell is going on underneath. Yeah, so I have an idea in my head now what needs to be done. The client sending its messages back to the server, and then some like interpolation or smoothing of the movements. Oops, because like now it's just like lagging around here. It looks horrible. Yeah. All right. I gotta go, guys. But I hope you have a great day, and see you soon. Bye-bye. Take care. Oh, before you go, am I still live on YouTube now? I just stopped it on Twitch. Do you still see me now? I'm not sure yet how this actually works. Okay, maybe you are. Yeah, okay, good. Are you sending the location of the player every tick? Yeah, I am. And that's something else I was thinking about it, like probably you should only send deltas, like anything that changes. What's up, Sam? Good morning. Yeah, that was my idea. Only to send the click. Exactly. So not the player information. So to say movement logic to move the node to the click. Oh, okay, I get what you mean now. So I run the same thing. Oh, it's your birthday, Sam. I'm happy I stayed for a few more seconds. LERP algorithm for interpolation technique. Happy birthday, Sam. Happy 16th birthday. But yeah, that's true about making it look smoother. So I could have the same movement logic running. So like I send the click to the server, but I also run the animation locally as if it was on the server. And then I will get an update on the tick telling me, okay, now you're here. That's an interesting thing, actually. So I could do those calculations both on the server and locally, and then make them kind of align. Yeah. Yeah, we'll see. Sending the command to move. Yep. So I want to send basically, so I have this raycast here that gets a result, which looks like, I think we should have it here, right? That looks like this. This is what I want to serialize and send to the server, so the server can do all the calculations and movements on its side. I'm actually not going to show up in a couple of streams either, Sam, because I'm traveling tomorrow. So I will be away until Monday or something. Traveling to Sweden. Lovely Sweden. Sweden is great this time of the year. I'm in London. I'm in the UK. I moved here for work, but now I'm going back home to Stockholm. I am Swedish. I am Swedish. Yeah. So going back to Stockholm to visit. Tack. Looking forward, like Sweden in May is amazing. May is my favorite month in Sweden because it's been dark and cold for so long, and finally like nature starts to come alive. Kind of. Player A, the host, clicks to move rather than sending player A's location constantly. Ah. Wait a minute. Send the click location when player A issues the move command. I get what you mean. That should also be a bit lighter on the server. Like if we think about performance, because then the server doesn't have to do so many calculations. Like all the calculations can happen locally on all the other machines. Maybe. Ah, tack Sam, tack. Tack means thank you. Yeah, right now the FPS is, or like the frame, the ticks are half a second. So there's like 2 updates per second now. Yeah, I play around with that, like try different methods here to see what makes it feel good. But yeah, I can't wait to get this up and running. So it's playable, and then like actually host it somewhere, like simplified package it so that it's not a big file, put it on itch or something, and then we could play on the stream. That would be fun. And then I realize also that there's a lot of optimizations that can happen. Like if the world becomes bigger, like right now I'm just gonna send all the information all the time, but like at some point you want to limit. It's like, okay, player B is in this area. Like player B tells me it's in this position, send it back the locations of stuff, or like, yeah, send it back information about the dynamic objects in that region and not everything. Oh, you know little Swedish. That's cool. Jag mår bra. Hur mår du? Grattis på födelsedagen. Means happy birthday. All right, guys, I gotta go. Really good chat. Really good progress. When you get around to that, remember the network profiler in the Godot UI. It can tell you how much data you're uploading, sending to the server, and how much. Ooh, yeah, thank you, man. That's a good idea. I'll check on that. Awesome. This is really fun. I like this. This is really fun. All right, take care, guys. Have a good day.